Hi, my name is Sarah, and I am a yoga teacher and a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo. And today I've got a short yoga flow for you that focuses on relieving low back discomfort and pain. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll begin lying down. So gently make your way to your back. And we're going to start by just hugging your knees to your chest. So hug both knees towards your chest. And we can make this a little bit more dynamic by just finding a gentle sway side to side. So beginning to settle in, stretching your low back muscles and beginning to incorporate some deep breathing. So taking deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose if you can, and that's going to help deepen the stretch, calm your nervous system, maybe even relieve any areas where you may be tensing or tightening. And we'll take a spinal twist. So hug your right knee towards your chest, extend your left leg long on your mat, and then you're going to use your hands to just guide that knee over towards your left, allowing that knee to fall towards your left, and then shift your gaze over your right shoulder. You can extend your right leg long, and we're allowing your shoulder to just be heavy towards the mat. So we're almost locking out the chest, drawing that shoulder heavy down so we can get the most out of this twist. And then same thing here, we want to take a few deep breaths. Imagine filling your rib cage with oxygen. And then taking cleansing exhales. And we'll take it to side two, just roll back to center. This time, hug your left knee towards your chest. Extend your right leg long, maybe feeling a nice deep hip flexor stretch on the right side. And then spinal twist, guide your left leg over towards your right. And then open up through your left arm, shifting your gaze over your left shoulder. So allowing your left shoulder to be heavy, pushing down towards your mat. And then continuing to take deep breaths. Think about inflating your rib cage, your belly with oxygen on your in-breath. And then belly deflating like a balloon on your out-breath. And we're going to take a hamstring stretch next. So when you're ready, begin to roll back to center. You can bring the soles of your feet back down to the mat. And then we'll take the right leg up towards the sky. So I'm keeping that knee nice and soft. If you don't have this much range yet in your body, you can always use a strap around your thigh. And that'll just help you lift that leg towards you. But if you have this kind of range, you're going to interlace your fingers behind your thigh. And if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, we can even slide your palms up towards your calf muscle. Now, if you find your shoulders are kind of drawing upwards off your mat, then just come a little bit lower with your hands. And then pull your leg in towards your chest, stretching your hamstring. And then from here, we're just going to point and flex the foot a few times. So just kind of pumping your foot back and forth, stretching the top of your foot and ankle, getting some blood flow in the opposite direction. And we'll take it to a figure 4. So go ahead, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You can push your palm to your inner thigh, creating a little bit more space in your hip socket. And then we'll take it to a reclined pigeon. So you're going to lift off that left foot. You can interlace your hands behind your left thigh, pulling your thigh a little bit closer towards your chest. And then just find a gentle sway side to side, finding some movement that feels good. And we're going to take that all to side 2. So bring the sole of your right foot down to the mat. Left leg extends towards the sky. And keep your knee nice and soft. And then interlace your fingers, maybe behind your thigh, or even sliding up towards your calf muscle, increasing the stretch in your hamstring. Sometimes low back discomfort can be caused by tight hip flexors or hamstrings. So we're going to be sure to stretch all those muscles. And then begin to point and flex your foot. And remember, if your shoulders are drawing up, try to relax them down or just lower where you're grabbing hold of your leg. And from here, figure 4, cross your ankle over your thigh. You can place your palm on your inner thigh, put a little pressure, creating some space. And we'll take it to reclined pigeon, lift off that leg, interlace your fingers behind your thigh, and then pull your thigh a little bit closer towards your chest, stretching your glutes. Finding a little bit of movement, swaying side to side. And happy baby. Go ahead, release. You're going to kick the soles of your feet up towards the sky. Grab the outer edges of your feet. If you can't reach there, you can just grab your ankles or even your shins. And from here, we're going to transition to a child's pose. So release your feet, roll to your side, use your hands to gently come on up. And then we're just going to transition to child's pose. So we'll come to a traditional balasana, knees together. You can flip your palms so that they're face down towards the mat, and then you're just going to relax your chest, relax your head towards the mat. You can let your shoulders kind of just drop forward. And take a few breaths. Bringing this a little bit into your side waist and sides of your low back. You're going to walk your hands forward and then over towards the left. So walk your hands over on a diagonal, and then again, relax your head, relax your chest. Take about 5 breaths here. And taking it to the other side, gently walk your hands over towards your right. Same thing, walk your fingertips forward, and then relax into your stretch. Bring your hands through center. A few breaths here. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. We'll keep our palms planted and then lift your hips. So take a few moments to pedal through your feet. And you can let your knees be just soft or maybe even generously bent. Let your heels be heavy. And from here, we're taking it to a forward fold. So walk your hands back towards your feet. And keep your feet either hip width distance, or maybe you'd like to step your feet a little bit wider. We just want a nice comfortable base here. And then you're gonna let your knees be soft, and then just allow your upper body, your spine to be passive. So really heavy, just letting your head be heavy, your arms just draping forward, belly draping forward over your thighs. Forward folds are really good for relieving low back pain. So we're just gonna hang here for a few breaths. You can even grab opposite elbows if you like, taking it to more of a ragdoll. And we can find some sways. We're coming back to our downward facing dog, so release your palms, begin to walk them forward once again. And we're gonna finish up with a low lunge. So go ahead, step your right foot forward. You can lower your back knee. So we've got the right knee roughly over your ankle. Hips are even and forward. I'm keeping a little bit of engagement in my abdominals just so that I'm not exacerbating any low back pain. So we don't want to just dump into it and kind of arch through the back and put more pressure there. So keep a little bit of engagement in your abs, and then you can lean forward. Spot where you feel a nice stretch in your hip flexor without causing any low back discomfort. Okay, if you're getting any, just come up a little bit higher. And we're going to transition to the other side, first coming through down dog. Plant your palms, step your foot back, and then left foot steps forward. Drop that back knee down to the ground. And then same thing on side two, your knees roughly over your ankle. Hips are even and forward. I like to anchor through my back toes, but if you feel better with your foot flat, that's fine too. And just leaning forward to find a deeper stretch in your hip flexor. And taking our final downward facing dog, plant your palms, step your foot back, and we'll take one more breath all together. Take a big inhale through your nose, and this time just sigh it out through your mouth. And gently lower your knees to the mat, and we will close it out here. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope your low back is feeling a little bit better or a lot better. I've got a ton of other practices that focus on mobility and just keeping you limber and pain-free. So check those out when you get a chance. Please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.